Okay, we are live.
We are at it again, ladies and gentlemen.
We
Jake.
are
Whoa.
live. We're good.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Sorry, I had the stream open with my volume on, so classic mistakes, but it's okay because we're here.
Professional as fuck. You know what I mean? That's what we like to do it.
Whatever.
It would be the hardest part of the ring if we didn't do it that way. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna get right into it. Welcome to the hardest part of the ring with your host, better than the best, Teron Bishop. We have to my right and always ready for a fight is Mr. Monday Night, and his pussy pops severely and yours don't. It is Hollywood Jacoby.
I mean, yeah, sure. Let's get it. Let's go.
I've never seen people have conversations about titties and ass for a straight 2 hours. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it was kind of ridiculous what was going on in the other group chat with our friend MARC.
Wow. It's okay. You know what? Because even in that discussion, we still teetered a line that CJ would always cross. So we never we were never disrespectful. We were never, you know what I mean? It was simply a question of yes or no.
It was a very clear cut. Look, I understand.
You know, and my list is just drastically longer than his, and that's okay.
Hold on, what is this list?
Hey, Javon, you don't want no part of it, girl. You remember those things that we tell you that you don't want to know? It's just that.
No, I don't know. I think I want to know what's the list.
White people are just real. They just go ham. Like they just the shit.
What did you insult white people on this time, Jake?
Well, when don't I? No, I mean it was just simply, you know, name a wrestler of the female persuasion, and a simple would you spend the night or wouldn't you spend the night? You know, but respectfully.
Okay.
Respectfully.
Respectfully.
You weren't respectful though, was you?
No.
Respectful. I would have put on some slow jams, if you know what I'm saying. You know,
or was you on your Gigi Dolan shit? Is that what it was?
That the typical, maybe what kickstarted the conversation. So
and Gigi ain't everybody's cup of tea.
Oh, he agreed that she wasn't bad.
Okay.
So bam, there it is.
You know what wasn't bad, gentlemen? Was NXT Stand and Deliver. I really thought NXT Stand and Deliver was gonna be NXT Sit Down and Shut Up. I was hoping for that in my heart, and it was not that.
I mean, I didn't watch it, so you're gonna have to explain how it was great because
okay, Mr. Monday Night. Let's just start with Toxic Attraction getting smashed by Dakota Kai, Raquel Gonzalez. Let's start there. Yeah. Like, you know, perfect.
That tickled me.
Right. It made my soul smile.
It did.
Grayson Waller almost killing himself. Like, and we finally went. Go ahead.
I said a lot of them almost killed themselves. Like that power bomb. Who the hell was it? Was it Santos or who power bombed the Uso into the ladder? Oh, he was dead. I was like, oh, he done.
Right. And on top of that, Cameron Grimes has finally went to the moon. Baby. To the moon.
Okay. Not bad.
Yeah. Oh, no, new North American champion. Can't complain. Very happy. Very pleased. Like, you know.
Okay.
MSK back as your tag team champions. Solid match between all of them. Was it Brutus, Javon, that jumped off the rope as a human literal cannonball?
Mm-hmm.
You can't fuck with that shit. These boys understood the assignment. They knew what the fuck was going on this weekend. They was like, all right, Papa H back in the back. That's what I felt. I felt Triple H was in the back today.
Mm-hmm.
And
he back at work.
Yes. The substitute teachers aren't there anymore. Papa H is in the building, and it definitely fucking showed. The 4-way match with a debut of a new women's championship that is divine, and Mandy Rose is still your champion. Can't complain again. Like, I'm just waiting for all of this to come full circle, because we got to go ahead and get not LA Knight, but Dolph Ziggler and Mandy Rose back together again on the same page. They're the champions, so letting them run rampant. I would love to see that. Dolph Ziggler is not a transitional champion. He is there in NXT on purpose, with a purpose to be the fucking champion, because Dolph Ziggler retained against Braun Breaker.
Okay. Was it clean?
Hell no, it won't clean.
Hey, well, there you go. There's your answer. Just saying. What was the screen cap at the end with Hunter and Tommaso? What was the story there?
Oh, we're getting there. We're saving the best for last. Gunter and LA Knight was a banger. Did we not expect that? Like, no, it was a fucking banger. This whole pay-per-view, we talked real slow yesterday about what ROH. We had a good conversation about ROH, right?
Mm-hmm.
All I gotta say is banger, 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 all the way through. It's not NXT made me happy again.
Okay.
Like, I am back on, temporarily. We'll see on Tuesday if I'm fully back on the bandwagon. But I'm back on the bandwagon. Like I said, Papa H is back in the building, and it proved that Papa H is back in the building. Tommaso Ciampa's last match was tonight in NXT, and Papa H came out and gave him a emotional send-off, which was, the icing on the cake of a very, very, very amazing show. This here was a show that should have got primetime attention, and unfortunately it did not. But trust me, if you can go back and watch it, please go back and watch the show. Everything you wanted out of NXT, everything you've been expecting out of NXT, these boys and girls showed up tonight. Point blank and period. All
right. I mean, I'm gonna go back and look at it for sure. I have to, right? It's my job. But but my question is now, was it confirmed whether or not he's gonna, like, is he going up? Is he staying on Raw? Like, what is the whole?
That's a Javon question, not a me question. I don't know how to take what happened.
I would guess he's gonna stay on Raw.
Okay. I mean, hey, as long as he's staying around, because that screen cap made it look like it was like done, and I was like,
yeah. And there's been rumors of a new Edge stable that they want him to be a part of. So,
okay. Look, the Psycho Killers, dude. I'll be all about it.
Yep. But, we asked if WrestleMania was going to be stupid or stupendous. Gentlemen, what's the word?
Jacoby? Night one. Stupendous.
Mr. Monday Night.
The first hour was stupid. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and put that out there right now. That first hour I could do without.
Okay. It was a 4-hour show, so that's 3 out of 4 hours.
So those other 3 hours, stupendous. They understood the assignment and they got it done.
Right.
So that means you could technically call the first hour the pre-show.
Facts.
Bam.
Let's pause. Let's take a moment and pause. And big shout out to Boogs. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Look, man, as an athlete, as a professional wrestler, whatever, when you wait to get to the main stage, right? You wait to get to the biggest game. You wait to get to whatever the pinnacle is of your sport. Mm-hmm. And an injury happens like that.
Yeah.
That shit sucks. So,
right.
From what I understand, it's something in the patella, right?
That's what they said. That's what Michael Cole said. It was a patellar tear and something else. A torn quad. So
we've seen people come back from that. Triple H had 2. McMahon had a couple. Hey, look, it ain't WrestleMania unless somebody tearing a quad. Unfortunately, it was Boggs. So, Boogs. I'm sorry. I want to keep calling them Boggs. But speedy recovery to that gentleman. And fortunately, at least you're not Big E. You know what I mean? Where a dude tried to murder him on national television. So, hey, a win's a win.
I can't argue with you there.
In other New Day news, it seems that a match was missing. It seems like something got cut. And was that the New Day match? Was that supposed to be tonight?
Yep.
And you know what? I'm fine with it.
Facts.
I don't think anybody besides, their families are that pressed about it. I mean, that show.
Well, I'll say this. It probably would have been a really good match. To be real about it, like those 4 guys, they probably would have put on a really good match.
Great. Do it on
Put it on Sunday. Put it on Sunday. We can ditch the almost match. We can put that on Raw.
You ain't speaking nothing but facts, Jamar. So, I mean, the first hour, you guys say were boring. I will take kind of the lead on the first hour and recap.
Oh, I don't agree. I'm with you. I think the first hour was fine. I thought it was stupendous from point A to the end. I thought it was fine. Everything in there was great.
Oh dear.
I'll hop on this first hour. So first hour, look, let me tell you something. That the tag team match, it happened, right? But we bounced right back. Boom, we were back in there. Mm-hmm. Back in there with my new fucking hero, Jake Paul.
Logan Paul.
Whatever. They both stupid. Fuck them.
Okay. Okay, great. Why though? Why?
This is when the show got good.
Johnny Lawrence really serving it like that for you.
Yeah. You can't tell me that boy won't solid in the ring. It was entertaining to watch. It wasn't a Bad Bunny.
No. Look, but I'll tell you what it was. It was a Ronda Rousey.
Right. Give
that man about 6-8 months. He could be world champ.
I like, for real, he looking at him in wrestling gear, he's a fucking wrestler. He's a professional. He's a sports entertainer. He's it. He got it. What more do you got to do?
He got all the charisma. He knows like the stuff that he was doing, playing to the crowd and everything. Oh yeah. If
he's a heel.
Worked on it, he'd be money.
He's a heel. The only thing they went wrong with is they should have walked. Him and the Miz should have walked out together as heels.
Yeah,
that's it. Because that boy is a heel. That boy through and through. Like I ain't seen nothing like it in a very long time. He is a bad guy. He was good at it. Mm-hmm. And his wrestling was solid. It was on the same level as Dominic's.
And that's sad if you Dominic. I ain't gonna lie to you.
But it got him by. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it got him by. A lot of screen cuts and because it was the COVID era. But I know a lot of screen cuts and like editing kind of made Dominic look good. I mean, he's not bad. Mm-hmm. He's just not good. But he's only been wrestling for how long?
Yeah, it's been a short timetable. So,
but look, bring Logan Paul back anytime for me. Like straight up, like the mockery of not the mockery per se in a derogatory way, but getting on the top rope and knowing what the fuck you doing. The Eddie shake. Come on, dude. It's just wrestling is psychology, and this man knows how to piss people off. Mm-hmm. Bring him back, dude. Bring him back. That's his
whole shtick, man. That's his whole shtick. They brought him in because people hate him. And you know what? Kudos. I don't personally like him, but kudos to him because at least he took it seriously. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's the one thing I'm dreading about the Knoxville match tomorrow is that he's gonna come out in some whack gear looking like some bullshit superhero, and I'm gonna be like, great. You know what I mean? Like exactly. Like if he comes out in the same ring attire he had at Royal Rumble, I'm gonna be pissed.
Okay, it's what it is. Now, I on purpose went past this match because I wanted to go back to it because this was the least exciting because I actually had two full-time sports entertainers in the ring doing their thing. And I'm very disappointed that somebody kicked out of the end of days and it was Drew McIntyre. Somebody beat Baron Corbin and it was Drew McIntyre.
Yeah, that's
no.
Why are you mad? Why were you expecting anything other?
No, the whole it. No,
This is
no,
Vince's golden boy. What? Like what?
no.
It's
I'm
like
sorry.
it's like Roman, him, and Theory.
Look, I'm sorry. The end of days has been the most protected move in the WWE
Yeah, because he hasn't had any big time matches.
in a very long time.
Again, it's because he ain't had any big time matches.
What you take away from Baron Corbin is he's a stable worker. He's respected in the back. He had trauma and drama. He came back from it. Like he's a Money in the Bank winner. He would have been a world champion by now if it wasn't for that drama. And I think the only reason he's not a world champion right now because they just can't get his. Not he can't get his gimmick right. I like Happy Corbin. It's fun, but the end of days it was just a move that I just didn't see broken. Like,
look, I agree with you to an extent. However, when we're dealing with the upper echelon guys, the guys that are going to be in the world title picture here, and this is a guy that really has never beaten anybody of stature, like in a main event setting, he's never won a major title. Okay, so why does he have the most protected move in the company if they're never going to pull the trigger on him? If anything, it's telling of what the company really thinks of him as a long-term option, and that's that he's just going to be a stopgap heel champion. And that's okay. A lot of guys make their entire career off of doing stuff like that. But at the end of the day, Drew McIntyre was kicking out at the end of days. He's not losing to Happy Corbin at WrestleMania.
I'm just saying, don't put the man's that the end of days is something important. Like it was. Don't take the one thing that makes him special. He could have lost. Who cares? You know what I mean? Luck runs out. That helped tell us the story and pushed him along. But his special was just, again, it was something important. And it was just like, nah, it ain't important no more. Bye. So the one thing he has to hang his hat on is just not there anymore. And Drew McIntyre, the more I watch him with people around, the more bored I am with him. He needs to be a heel. He is not your face champion.
There's no title for him then. If he
or a tweener, or a tweener. He can maybe can he take Randy Orton's place, Javon?
Randy Orton's place where?
That in between role, like good guy, bad guy. You know, like. Yeah. He could do that, right? He's being a good guy for Drew McIntyre. It don't get my dick hard at all. Sorry.
Oh dear.
Wow. Limp as fuck.
Wow. Like, well, at WrestleMania Hollywood, when they can't get The Rock and it's Roman Reigns versus Drew McIntyre in the main event, we'll see what happens then.
Yeah, good. It's gonna be Gable.
Speaking of, thank you, Javon, for the amazing transition. You better work out. You better be something fucking special. If Stephanie McMahon is walking you out in front of the world to announce you, right? It's like it's literally the queen presenting her diamond for those that watch the Bridgertons. Like, you know, that's what it is. The diamond has been presented, bitches. You know what I mean? Come and get it. This man. You better know what you're getting into, Gable Stevenson. You better come out strong because the stamp of approval been put on you. And regardless if you want it or not, the expectation is there. And everybody is watching. We are watching. And the black delegation is watching as well. Don't fuck it up. Don't fuck it up. And before we end the train with me, I love the whole situation with Becky Lynch stealing Sasha Banks' entrance. I love her hair. I love her Lady Gaga outfit. Like the gays was probably eating it up. I could just see him just like, yes, queen. Like, you know, I know that's what was happening. The gays was eating it. Like I'm in a group with I'm in a couple of, different forums and stuff. And this one with all the gay folks, all my people. And yes, that's all I saw. And gay fingers. That's all I saw. Just yes and gay fingers. They're giving it to us. Like she came out. I was kind of like low key, like, girl, you better get it. Like, you know what I mean? Look at that. I was like that with that hairdo, bitch. Like she was giving me some RuPaul Drag Race realness. Okay, like that's what Becky was giving me. But you knew some nigga shit was about to happen when the band come out. You can't bring a drum line out and not have no nigga shit.
Well, let me tell y'all something. Cody Rhodes' first day on the job, and we already got an HBCU in the building. And everything, like, yo, Cody, do it, boy.
Look, I thought Cody was about to come out for real. Like, I was like, shit. It's a black school out there with their band. Oh, here come Cody. That's what I thought. But no, we got something even better. We got surprised and delighted with the presence of a queen, Bianca Belair. And she deserves her reign this time around. She lost in 28 seconds to get her moment in front of millions of people, you know, at home and, you know, in the building, you know, like she got her moment, a moment she deserved. And big ups to Becky. You have to take a hat off to Becky, right? Because, you know, Becky went in there to lose. They told a story, you know what I mean? Like, and Becky went in there to lose for that girl to really, truly have a moment, you know? And she done beat two of the biggest champions that, you know, in the women's division. The only person she got knocked down now was Charlotte.
Yep.
Yeah. Or she better watch out for Miss Bailey, because Monday is coming, bitch. And when that ass shows up, you better be ready. So hour one for me, stupendous. The show for me, stupendous. I will let my colleagues take the next 2 hours.
Oh my god, dude. Well, I don't want to leave that match yet, because I think that it made me frustrated, man, because honestly, like, it made no sense why it wasn't the main event of the show. Like, that match was fucking awesome from start to finish. Like, it's such a fun moment, and that match is going to be a highlight for the entire weekend, I truly feel. But, like, god damn, dude. I mean, I was fucking excited for her. That's for sure. So, like I said, hats off to her. Hats off to Becky also for being a really good sport this entire time, you know, setting aside egos if there were any, and just working her ass off to make Bianca look like the star that she truly is.
Yeah. This is my match of the weekend so far.
Right here. I'm right there with you. With you.
Those girls left that shit in the ring. Both of them.
Oh yeah.
Becky's revenge tour though is about to be. Becky's, yo, watch out for Becky's revenge tour. I'm eating this shit up.
We'll see what happens. So next up we get the long-awaited and foreshadowed Seth Rollins versus TBA, right? Seth Rollins comes out, get up, you know, very Flair-esque with the flares, with the tinsel in the coat. I don't know how I feel about it, honestly, but I like the coat. Now, it was the tights. I was kind of like, all right, like, what are we doing here? It looks like leggings, you know?
Hey, can I speak for the gays? The gays was like, yes, queen!
So what we're saying is that the person who designed Seth's also was helping out Becky too. Very, very Lady Gaga-esque, you know? Oh, shit.
Like, the gays was like, yes, queen for Seth. They were like, you better get it, Seth.
But for a guy that had no match, you know, heading into this, really, for the entire road to WrestleMania, you know, he sure did get his chorus up on that fucking stage, and they looked like they were hella close to that fire when they were like, poor dude, one dude in the scarf. I mean, I saw him, he took a step back on that stage. I know he did. Like
right, they was trying to protect their eyebrows, bitch.
Yeah, facts, dude. Like, I was like, oh shit. Like, oh, but Seth didn't give a fuck. He was just like, whatever. He went down, and I love WWE a lot for what they did with this, right? They kept us waiting. They kept us waiting for a prolonged amount of time to the point where, we're getting Seth doing classic Seth stuff, right? He's like, I don't care who it is. Come on out, whoever you are. The lights go out. Immediately, my mind's like, oh my God, is it really going to be The Fiend? And then I'm like, okay. And then we're like running through a bunch of things. And all of a sudden, you hear that there are two families in professional wrestling. And then out from under the stage in an all elite fashion with his theme music from the Indies, Mr. Homelander, the ender of racism, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes shows up with no Brandy, no Pharaoh. So who knows what the fuck he's talking about with this whole family thing, right?
He should have brought the dog. Like that would have been right there.
That would have been it. That's easy merch, baby. That's easy.
Bring the dog. Bring the dog, but leave that other thing behind because I ain't trying to deal with that. Like,
all I'm saying is if Sebastian sees fucking Pharaoh on TV at Mania, Sebastian's about to be like, okay, shit. All right, represent, bitch. Okay.
Right. Get the dogs out there something to root for.
You know what I'm saying? That's the people's dog. What you mean? So,
right.
But like, let's get into this match though, because not only did Cody get the reaction that we all thought he was going to get, they actually referenced a little bit of his highlights from AEW too on commentary throughout the match. They called him, quote, undeniable, right? And that was the big Cody Rhodes promo at the beginning of All Elite Wrestling, is that he went from from ignored to undeniable and everything else, and that set us a course, right? That made us fans of 5 Star. Now my question to you fellas is, was this a 5-star Cody match? Because I am inclined to agree that 5 Star showed up.
Seth Rollins made it very clear, welcome back to the big leagues, bitch. You know what I mean? Like, and you know what, it is the big leagues for Cody Rhodes. This is where he belongs. Mm-hmm. Why I hated Cody Rhodes was Cody Rhodes did not fit into his environment, and he was trying to fit. He was not being himself.
Right.
He needs to be amongst his peers of sports entertainers. Mm-hmm. Right. He needs to be what his daddy was. He needs to be who he is. He came back as Cody Rhodes. Today, 5-star Cody showed up. He wasn't trying too hard. All Everything right. was organic. He wasn't trying to kill himself to keep up with the Bucks.
I agree with you entirely. He was comfortable. He referenced a few things from his past in this company, right? With the cartwheel, everything like that. I was like, okay, that's what you need to do. Tell them, shed it. He did it. He wiped it away. This is a new Cody Rhodes. This is the Cody Rhodes, right? Another thing too, give this man the pedigree. What are we doing? Like, if it takes 3 Crossroads to finish off a main event talent, let's just give him the fucking pedigree.
I'm waiting for that. I'm waiting for them to cross paths. Like, please let them cross paths.
Between both of the men made me want it so much more. Mm-hmm. And then Goldust going on Twitter calling the pedigree stupid makes me even want it more just because Vince is petty. Like, oh my God, dude. That's just
the Crossroads. The Crossroads. He needs to update his move. The Cody Cutter. He hit it.
Fun.
Everybody went off. I loved it. The Crossroads need to be updated. The Crossroads is just not a good move.
It's a fun setup move.
Right. It's not his finisher though. He needs to determine what his finisher is.
Yeah, I agree. But overall, I did think that this was. I'm going to say this was the second best match of the night. That was an actual match, right? And I'm going to leave it at that. I'm excited to see what happens on Monday night, to see what happens with him and where he goes and what his role is going to be on this roster. Because depending on what happens, every speculatory thing we can say right now on this podcast all depends on what happens tomorrow night. With the direction.
Oh, bitch, we all are watching. Come Monday night, tomorrow we watching. But come Monday night, we're all watching.
Oh, for sure. But like I said, everything matters. Everything hinges on Brock versus Roman. Everything. Because if Roman wins and we get one champion, that's one contender. And it's like, okay, well, if that's the case, then probably going to come from SmackDown, I'm assuming, right? Or would it just directly be to Cody? Let's say we have no idea.
All right.
So just a ton of speculation from here to now. It's going to be a very interesting 36 hours, let's say.
Yeah.
But the way that they marketed that match throughout the entire night of WrestleMania with Brock versus Roman, this truly feels like something that's going to be special. For a match that we've seen a lot thus far, and a match, that concept that I've shit on a little bit on the way to get here, I'm sold that this is probably the biggest WrestleMania match that we've had in a long time.
Yeah, it feels like.
I mean? Like, it feels like it's on the scale of Once in a Lifetime. It feels like it's on the scale of Rock Steve Austin 3. Like, you know what I mean? It just kind of feels like that. I'm not saying it's Rock Austin 17. I'm not saying it's, Hogan Andre. It's not there yet. It's not Danielson, or it's not Daniel Bryan on WrestleMania 30, but it's in that territory of like just below there.
Right.
And I think that that's what's going to sell it too. But in terms of Cody's role on the main roster, we'll find out. Out.
But A+ match for him, dude. Now,
for sure.
Dave Meltzer, now sit on this dude's dick now that he in AEW. You know what I mean? Let's see what Meltzer gonna do.
Ooh, damn!
I'm calling this bluff. Like, is Cody gonna have a 5-star match because he in WWE now? This match was really 5 stars. Let's see what happens.
Okay, let's talk about stuff that wasn't really 5 stars. Right. So first off, actually, before we get there, special shout out to The Undertaker, right? He gets his moment. We see the teary eyes. It is something special. I can't take him seriously with the current hairstyle, but I do appreciate everything that Taker's done.
First of all, hold on. I'm sorry. We're going to come with the disrespect. Shad Gaspar's wife.
Oh my God, bro. Oh my God, bro.
Look.
Tehran, don't do this.
Look, man.
Don't do this, bro. His kid could watch this show, bro.
Look, man. So one of y'all need to step up. Like, you know what I mean? Somebody to step up. Step up, dude. Step up.
I'm good.
Javon shaking his head. Javon know what I'm saying.
Hey, I'm smashing. I don't know about y'all.
Oh my
right now.
Javon, somebody to step up. Step up.
For real, like, I'll be the Poppy. I will be the
like, that's all I'm saying. Step up. Like, because
chill out, bro. Whew. Chill out.
Look, if I was on y'all team, I'll be punching my card. Like,
y'all are killing me, bro.
Y'all need to be killing that. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
I'm done with y'all. Another thing too, happy flashback to the Vader mask. I always forget it. It looks great.
Truly, his son does not look great. Like, no. I think that's his wife, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if anybody asked Nikki, did she enjoy his speech? Or did she get a speech from Vader? Like, I don't know if anybody checked in with Nikki to make sure she was good. Like, she might have been a little disappointed.
Nope.
And then lastly, good for the signers, right? It looked like they kept it short and sweet, and that's the way it should have been, right? So, and also, I think during our live show the other day, Javon kind of glossed over. Queen Sharmell did a really great job as well.
Yeah.
Good, you know what I mean? So it seemed like it was a pretty lovely ceremony.
Shout out to Queen Sharmell. Like, I did not appreciate Queen Sharmell back in the day. I appreciate her now. Looking at some of that work she did, Jesus Christ, she was good. She's a good manager, dude. She made me miss managers. Her, Vicky, like, they're just good managers.
Great. I love it. But let's not get too crazy, because if you love something enough, they're going to try to bring it back. And that means that Brandy Rhodes is going to be on the roster. So let's calm down. Let's just calm down. Okay, calm down.
She's coming. Don't even worry about it. We gonna let.
No, you can't say bitch that many times on And it's no old men for her to fight with. No old white men to fight with. Because Paul Heyman ain't fighting with her.
Yeah, he is. Jerry Lawler's coming back to commentary. What you mean? He's right there.
And we're gonna put her on 2.0. You can say all the bitch you want. That's all they say up there.
You mean 2.0.5?
Yes.
Like Wale Mania edition? Hell yeah, put her on that. Like
shit.
Get a pole out too, let her twerk on it.
I was about to say, at that point, just bring back Raw Underground. Like, fuck, have her just hang out over there, bro.
Shit.
Anyway, let's move on to probably one of the stiffest matches I've seen.
We were trying to avoid you moving on to this, but okay, we're going here.
I have to. We have to talk about it. It's the job. Charlotte Flair versus Ronda Rousey. These women don't fuck with each other, bro. Like in real life, like this is like one of those matches where like one of them's going to the back and like is throwing shit around. They don't fuck with each other. This was a stiff fucking match. Like I watched Charlotte, like Becky kicking Bianca in the face was accidental, right? Charlotte slapping the fuck out of Ronda Rousey in the chest and vice versa. That's fucking real. That was stiff shots. I saw Charlotte Flair take a forearm to the face twice. Like, I get it, right? Because she's a fighter, right? Ronda Rousey's a fighter and all that stuff, and I get that. But like, not even Brock is hitting people. Fuck, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, she's legit trying to fight Charlotte Flair in the middle of this match. Like, that is crazy to me. And like, I kind of get it because Charlotte Flair just has that kind of aura, but at the same time too, it's like, this is WrestleMania. What are we doing?
I wish that they would fucking give Daddy the opportunities they give Ronda Rousey, because Daddy is better than fucking Ronda Rousey, straight up. And Daddy is Sonya Deville. Like, Ronda Rousey is trash. Okay, like. Hot garbage. The only reason she's in the spaces she's in is simply because she's Ronda Rousey. Sometimes it just don't work. The crossover appeal just don't work. And with Ronda, it just doesn't work. She can't talk. She don't have fan engagement. And she just sucks as a rep. She doesn't understand the assignment at all. I'm sorry. And Charlotte is the wrong person to put her in front of, because Charlotte is going to expose that shit, just like she did Lacey Evans. Charlotte's going to continue to expose bitches because that's what Charlotte Flair does. Ronda Rousey can fight. I can't disrespect her on that, but you stop trying to either stop making her a wrestler, like a professional a sports entertainer. Stop making her that and just let this bitch go out and fight. And fucking put her with Paul Heyman and stop playing this fucking game.
I got to agree there. Like at this point, if you just want her to be in the ring, that's fine. Give her somebody that can talk. You can find somebody. Zelina's literally going to lose tomorrow. Like, you know what I'm saying? But like from there, she got nothing else to do. She can talk. She made Andrade in NXT. Literally. I mean, aside from the in-ring work, obviously, but like to get to that point of legitimacy, Zelina did a lot of the carrying there. There's no reason to believe she can't do the same for Ronda Rousey, right? Paul Heyman, same deal. Eventually, if he ends up not being the advocate for the chief anymore, he can obviously, we've been talking about that forever, right? You know, we could even throw in a screwball in there. I don't know. You know, it could be Natty for all I care. I don't care. Somebody that can talk.
This match was mid. It was, and the only reason it was mid is because Charlotte Flair was involved.
You think if like Bailey was the other one in there, it'd be different?
If it was, Javon, why are we here? Hold on, Jake. Wait a minute. Javon, his sarcasm and all of that shit aside, Javon's usually intelligent with stuff like this. What? Why are we here with Ronda Rousey, Javon? And do not say fucking crossover appeal.
Because she's good. Yes. That's what I'm going to go with.
Good at doing what? Good at doing what?
She's good if you put her in the right situation. That whole run she had when she was champion, she was good. You put her in the right situations with the right people. Her matches with Charlotte before have been good, but the dynamic's always been different. Right now, like she's not a baby face. She ain't never really been one. That's why this whole thing between her and Charlotte is weird, because for real, don't nobody want to cheer either one of them for real. both of them we really don't fuck with. It's just the lesser of two evils, right? It was just the lesser of two evils. So it's like, if she was the Ronda she was before she left, completely different thing. Her style was different. She was more like, I'm just gonna come in there and fuck you up.
Mm-hmm.
And it worked a lot better. But you just can't put her with Charlotte to do that. You would have to put her with Sasha and let her be able to throw Sasha around a little bit, and Sasha can bump for her, play the Mr. Perfect role and make her look good. Her and Charlotte too similar.
Well, they're similarly protected, absolutely.
Like they're too similar, but they're too similar in their styles. It's like they need like people like a Sasha or a Bailey to run around for them and bump for them and everything.
Yeah,
Charlotte don't really have good matches with people that they can't bump for her. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Right. That's why
all of her matches be trash. So she needed somebody. And Ronda, they just too much the same. They need the same thing for their matches to be good.
And also, let's be real. Ronda had like 13 matches total ever in her life, right?
Yeah, I think they said. They said she had like 31 so far.
But even
mind-boggling. I don't know how the fuck that's happened, but okay.
So yes, I'm sorry, 31, right. So she had 31 matches. So in her career, got it. That's like saying that Dominic Mysterio needs to wrestle on the level of Seth Rollins, and that's just not going to happen. Like
right.
I get that. I hear that. But the fundamental idea of Ronda Rousey in the persona that she's in right now is absolute doo-doo butter. And that's it. Like,
that's where they messed up at. That's completely where they messed up at. It should never been Ronda versus Charlotte. It should have been Ronda versus Sasha or somebody. And Ronda should have been the heel.
Okay. Well, we stopped there, right? And Javon gets, ironically, the last match of the show.
Yeah, because the one thing you didn't want Austin to get a match. You told him keep his ass at home. Don't ruin shit for you. Just think about yourself. All selfish. We wanted Austin. You wanted to keep away for your own selfish desires. Terrible. Well, luckily they didn't listen to you. We got Austin come out here with both them knee braces on. He had both of them. Like, I seen him come out there with them knee braces on. I said, "Oh shit, it's about to be a fight." Austin ain't wore them knee braces in about 15 years, man. Every time you see him, he out in some pants. He don't even rock the shorts after no more.
Facts.
So to see him come out there with the shorts and the knee braces, I was like, "Oh, this is about to be good." Boy. And damn it if it was. Like, his old ass, okay. I think he been watching Sting and been like, I can do this shit.
Literally hold my beer, bro.
Hold my beer, Sting. Let me show you how to do this.
My man said, all right, everybody hold on. I'll be right back.
He out there taking suplexes on the cement, on the stage, everything, and doing it while drunk. I know he was drunk. He had like about 10 beers. That was low-key kind of like the best part of the match. Just every time you hear the move, all right, let me grab a beer. Throw me a beer. Hear the move, throw me a beer.
And then you had like 3 obligatory Broken Skull IPA shots from the corner.
Right.
Oh, Corey Grave. Oh my God. Corey Grave. How many times we gonna say Broken Skull? I'm like, all right, bitch. I know. I'm going. BrokenSkull.com. I'm gonna go get some now. I hear you. Get that IPA. Please, Jesus. Corey Grove says so.
Hey, shout out to the PA who's tossing them. You know what I'm saying? That Tom Brady accuracy, like as always, right?
Shout out to Stone Cold coming out here as a grown ass man with fucking jean cut off shorts, dude. Like
John Cena can't hog the fun,
Yo, dude, my man came out with some fucking dick dices and some knee braces, dude, and some ankle high boots. As soon as I saw him go get the ATV, I'm about to say this man is saving his energy for this ass whooping. So he old, right? When you old, you try to think of the way I'm gonna whoop your ass. I'm just trying to think of the easiest way to do it. He was like, I'm gonna get this ATV. And he went to go get that shit. And selfishly, I said, I don't want this. I don't, because I don't, because it's the terror in my mind. When you see people come back for these matches and they trash, you just like, Mr. Austin, I bow down. You deserve this match. Like, you deserved everything. When he was in there, this motherfucker was tired of stopping the mud hole in his ass. He took a break. God damn it. It was so good. I was literally cheering for Stone Cold. And I guess that's what they wanted you to do.
Damn right. And you know what? Hopefully, and this is gonna be hot. This shouldn't be a hot take. This should be a freezing cold take. This is the send-off, right? Never again. This is it. And that's okay, right? That's perfect. And also, I think a thing that gets it's gonna get lost in this, and I talked about it on the podcast. Shout out to Kevin Owens, man. Shout out to KO, bro. The only man out here who has beef with Stone Cold Steve Austin, right? Came out here, lame ass setup. Let's be honest. People that trash people's states, people that trash people, you know what I mean, get cheap heat like that. Normally it always, it rings like bullshit to me, but he took it and he ran with it and he put on one hell of a performance tonight. And also, shout out to Byron Saxton, man. Selling that stunner like it's goddamn 1999, dude. I like my man. You know what? Also, shout out to Byron Saxton even more. You know what I'm saying? Again, because my man stayed dead in the ring. Stayed fucking dead in the ring, dude. Oh my God. He said, I'm in the ring. I'm staying. This is my new profile pic on everything. This is where I'm gonna be. You can walk on top of me. You can spit on me. I don't give a fuck. I'm staying in this ring with Redneck Jesus. I don't blame you at all. Like, God damn, dude. Shout out to both of those dudes the entire time. And my last thing that I want to talk about with this thing is that a Stone Cold Steve Austin match without Jim Ross on commentary is blasphemous, and it is not good. Corey Graves saying Stone Cold Steve Austin throughout this entire match was like chalkboard and nails. I hated it, but the action of the match made up for it.
Look, I would have had to be like, you know what, Tony? Look, we got to work something out.
How much?
Right. We got to work something out. We got to find a way just, to work some out for one night only. Because I needed to hear Stone Cold in right hands. I ain't heard nobody scream out no right hands.
All I'm saying, I didn't hear no slobber knocker. I didn't hear no Texas son bitch. I didn't hear no fucking rattlesnake. I didn't hear nothing, dude. None of the classics.
Right. If we gonna give us all of it, if you gonna give it to us, you know what I mean. But again, on the Kevin Owens shout out train, Kevin Owens, right? I need you to understand how much of a fucking G this guy is. He lost, but he's really the fucking winner.
Absolutely, absolutely. I trust him. As a promoter, if I was to ever, I would trust that dude in his judgment entirely.
Kevin Owens called the man out on just a flank idea just to be funny, right? Like called him out, and he just literally lived like a dream of any professional wrestler, right? You call out your idol comes out, and you fucking just go ham. It's crazy. People wanted to fight Stone Cold. Kevin Owens has got to do it, right? That just shows you Vince is very cognizant of loyalty. Right? Like,
yeah,
he is. And Kevin Owens stayed.
He's kind of crazy too, because didn't this dude just make his Twitter bio the Mount Rushmore coordinates like less than 6 months ago?
Correct.
I mean, and now you get a Steve Austin main event of WrestleMania. I mean, hey, I'll take that bet every single time.
Yep.
If he plays his cards right, and if I'm him, I'm doing this every year.
Fuck it.
I'm gonna find somebody like next year. I'm gonna call out Chris Jericho.
Oh hell no! Chris Jericho just like basically sucked TK's dick on Twitter today. So
for the right amount in the WrestleMania match, he'll find a way to do that shit.
That's all I'm saying is, yeah, most definitely.
Jared KO for one night only.
Look, yeah. KO could be the new. Everybody thinks Undertaker has to be Undertaker. Like, it has to be like the Bray Wyatt that take the Undertaker space. KO could be the new man.
Yeah.
The KO streak of calling people out.
Of fucking losing the legends. I mean, shit. Next year, let's just have him take a mandible claw for like 20 minutes. Like, come on, like have
no way. If Mick can get in a little bit of shape, that he'll do it. That could be a match.
Look, it seems like Mick will do anything for money. So like,
well,
wow, whoa.
I mean, my man showed up at Tidewater Comic-Con. Shout out. But like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's not San Diego.
I need you to slow down with that statement, and I need you to back that up. It's the disrespect for me from you and fucking Mark Calloway, because this whole speech he didn't even mention Mick Foley. He almost killed that man.
Facts. He didn't mention Mick Foley. He didn't mention fucking Zeus. Fucking, you know.
Was this match everything for you that you wanted it to be, though?
Yep.
Oh shit! You know who he should have mentioned was the big.
That's all I needed. Wow. No.
Right. Mention who?
The big boss man. You know.
Nope.
Nope.
He could have shouted out.
Nope. We're gonna leave Cobb County where it is. Like
he could have absolutely shouted out.
No, we not.
He did crucify her.
No, we not all of that stuff. That's a different world. What are you talking about?
Oh, we just disregard the Attitude Era, right? Just because of that.
No, not
at
all.
We love Austin, but we love we love Redneck Jesus.
Look, some stuff you just leave where it is, girl. Like, and I'm gonna leave that where it is.
I'm gonna continue to talk about Mae Young's hand. You know what I'm saying? Giving birth.
Oh, okay. Anyway, to wrap up this show, ladies and gentlemen,
Pepperidge Farm remembers, folks.
I understand. I'm gonna say WrestleMania Night 1 was a 5 out of 5 recommends.
Absolutely. This was a this would be a Red Lobster cheddar biscuit. No, we're not going out of our way for cheddar biscuits in 2022 no more.
No.
Well, when you get them as a reward, like I do, and JC, must be pretty great.
Oh shit! Oh my god! Wow!
After a little Clarence Carter action, you know?
Oh no!
On the live,
we should have never played that damn song.
We should have never done that, dude. That's a mistake. Sometimes introducing white people to the fucking black culture it hits them hard.
Man, she said she wants some Marvin Gaye, some Luther Vandross.
Oh no. Yeah. Anyway, night 1 of WrestleMania, man, like night 2, bitch.
Night 2 is not gonna be this good. I'm calling it right now, bro. This shit about to be some fucking Golden Corral takeout. I'm telling you the truth, bro.
Look, let's get a crowd to run down to night 2, Jacoby. Can you do that real quick?
I certainly can.
Monday night, while he's prepping up this night 2 rundown.
2 gonna be better. I think 2 gonna be better than 1.
Nah, bro, they're about to open this fucking night 2 with Johnny Knoxville versus Sami Zayn. Do not talk about this shit
again. First hour, let's get the bullshit out the way.
And Omos Bobby Lashley about to be right before Seth
Rollins. Right there. Put bullshit out the way.
Nah, bro. It is something.
Then I'm left with what? AJ and Edge, Brock and Roman.
All right, so this is what we got here.
Damn, never mind. I take that back. Shit.
So we got because of the New Day match getting moved, right? So we got that coming on Sunday.
Well, we don't know if they're gonna actually do the match.
Well, let's just assume
Yeah.
that they can fit it in. They're probably going to cut a match on this card, and honestly, looking at it, it's probably going to be the women's 4-way tag match. I'm not lying to you. Or it could be almost. It could be a squash.
That's Sasha Banks. They ain't cutting no Sasha Banks, man.
Dude, I mean, how many minutes did they spend tonight fucking talking about Sasha Banks? For somebody that's not in a singles match at WrestleMania, yeah, like that's Jesus Christ.
They ain't not cutting no Sasha Banks. So.
That felt like 15 minutes of my life.
The dude they can work next WrestleMania. They don't need to be there for this one. We're okay.
I entirely agree with you. They could move this match to fucking Monday Night Raw, and
I don't even know who they're fighting. Who are they fighting again?
Sheamus and Butch.
Holland and Sheamus.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Haven't we learned not to put Ridge Holland against any person of color?
You know how fucked up that is? Think about that. If I'm Big E Langston and I'm home in a neck brace and the dude that put me in there is wrestling with my best friends at WrestleMania getting a WrestleMania check? What a world. What a world. Oh my God. I would be fucking fuming.
Mr. Ridge Holland has moved down on my list. He is no longer a snack. Like,
he's right below Nate's cousin on that fucking...
No, not at all.
Niece, right there.
Right, no, not at all. Mr. Josh Wood has moved up into Ridge Holland's spot, like, because he has not murdered anybody. Like, you know what I mean? He does not have a case, okay? An attempted murder case.
Let's act like this match is not happening tomorrow, if that's the case. All right.
Correct.
We got the Fatal 4-Way Women's Tag Team Championship match, right? As alluded to, it's Queen Zelina and Carmella defending versus Sasha Banks, Naomi, Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan, Shayna Baszler and Natty.
Okay, next.
Right. Moving on. Right. Still versus Sami Zayn in an anything goes match. There's gonna be two friends, but at the end of the day, it's gonna be a joke. Pat McAfee versus Austin Theory in a regular single.
That's gonna be good.
I think they're gonna blow. I think that they're gonna blow the roof off in a good way. I think they're gonna blow past.
Oh, Pat McAfee gonna go fucking off.
Mm-hmm.
Then you got Edge and AJ Styles in a regular
single. One.
Yeah.
You got RK Bro defending the Raw Tag Team titles.
Oh yeah.
Street Profits and Alpha Academy.
That might be a banger.
That might be a banger too. Go ahead.
Right, because Gable Stevenson's about to come out and help Alpha Academy win.
And he better not attach himself to that. Go on.
You are the diamond of the season, bitch. Why are you fumbling around with peasants? No man.
Right.
Shorty G, come on, you get 2 Kurt Angles on your squad. Anyway.
No, fuck Otis's fat ass and fuck Gable too. No,
damn.
Stevenson, stay your ass away from that shit.
I bet Tucky says the same thing. Fuck that dude. Fucking Janetti my ass.
You right.
Omos versus Bobby Lashley in a regular singles.
Nope.
And then finally, in a winner-take-all unification match, it is the reigning, defending Raw World Heavyweight Champion Brock Lesnar versus the head of the table, the Tribal Chief, Roman Reigns.
Where you at, Javon?
Right here.
1, 2, 3, 4. It is a 4-match night.
Okay, cool.
Okay, I can live with that. That's better than 50%.
I know I'm going to take my shit at.
Yeah, Which one? Is it going to be the Knoxville match?
It's going to be that whole first hour.
It's going to be Omos versus Bobby Lashley.
Anytime Omos is on the screen, I'm taking the shit. Like, anytime.
It's like I
promise.
It's very Britt Baker-esque for you in your household.
Right.
Because you're not watching the TV.
We ain't fucking with Omos on the screen, though. Like, you know what I mean? Like, ain't nobody, that's a deterrent. Like,
it's like Abaddon and then Omos right there, right?
Oh, God. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Same bat time, same bat fucking channel, because these fucking shows run super late. And we cannot wait to be back on the normal fucking schedule next week. We are looking forward to it. We promise. But we always appreciate you guys for stopping in with us. And you can find us in these particular places. Jacoby.
So you can find us on Twitter at @thehardest_pod as we are live tweeting all of the WrestleMania coverage during the shows, whether it be Javon or myself, as well as on Instagram, where Tehran's holding it down with the posts in real time at the hardest part of the ring with an underscore at the end. And of course, our Facebook page, which is just regular the hardest part of the ring, right? Nothing's changed. You know us, you know where to find us. And on the opposite side, you can listen to us, stream us anywhere you want to do it, download it, whether it be Stitcher, Spreaker, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, you name it, we are there. So until next time, until tomorrow night, ladies and gentlemen, we will see you